It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, South,
Everywhere.
East,
Where you at?
and West, Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rule.
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Big wrong in the crime called Prima Fur and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Near can't be mad cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking problem. Knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, I'm into some got artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. I am your girl, Asia, the assistant principal. Down below, you have Supreme Ra, the principal. And to this side of me, I don't know if it's the left or the right, but we up here together. You got your boy Heezy, the dean of hip hop. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Oh man, all good. It's Monday. You know what it is.
Yes, indeed.
I'm in there like swimwear.
In the media too.
The motherfucking winter circle. You hear me?
Yes, indeed.
It's the winter circle up here today, baby.
Yes, indeed. Well, you know how we do each and every week. We start off with a hip hop trivia question that we ask that you guys try to answer throughout the duration of the show. And at the end, we'll reveal the answer. Now, this hip hop trivia question will give you a little bit of extra credit. You can add in the members if you would like to. But this week's hip hop trivia question is brought to you by our sponsors, Supreme's Pull Up, Art by Chung G, the Uhuru Academy, Lit and Leisure Travel, and the Death of the Asia. This week's hip hop's trivia question is: what group was Busta Rhymes a part of before Flip Mode Squad? Again, what group was Busta Rhymes a part of before Flip Mode Squad? My tongue got a little flipped on that one. Y'all try to answer that question throughout the duration of the show for an extra credit class. Y'all can name the members of that old group as well.
That's a good question.
Yes, indeed. And with that being said, class is in session.
Let's do it.
So tonight, it's been going down all day long since Kanye West did his interview on the Drink Champs.
Mm-hmm.
And it caused so much controversy. We already know that Kanye West, he's gonna bring the noise anyway. Anytime he does something, it's gonna be some controversy behind it or whatever. So we're coming off the heels of him wearing the White Lives Matter shirt, and that had a lot of people torn. We actually spoke about that on our previous show, and since then he did an interview with N.O.R.E on Drink Champs, N.O.R.E and EFN, because we want to put both of them in it, N.O.R.E and EFN, because I got my opinion about some things that transpired, so that's the reason why we want to mention both N.O.R.E and EFN, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So a lot of people felt as if, and I hope I say this word right, a lot of people felt as if his comments were anti-Semitic. Am I saying it right?
Whose comments? Kanye's?
Kanye's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You saying it right.
Yeah, and you know, he had something to say about conspiracy surrounding the death of George Floyd. That had a lot of people up in arms. Mm-hmm. And since then, N.O.R.E caught a whole bunch of heat. Well, the podcast Drink Champs itself caught a lot of heat, but N.O.R.E has taken the forefront. And he has pretty much gone on an apology tour since then. So we wanna discuss these different layers of what has transpired because it's so much to digest.
Yeah, I'll just say, you know what I'm saying, first of all, like I watched Nore interview on Breakfast Club. That shit was disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you up here apologizing and shit like that for somebody else that you had on your platform. You know what I'm saying? First of all, they weren't your words. You know what I'm saying? I get you could have challenged them and all that type of shit, but You apologize for somebody else, but somebody else said on your platform, which I kind of get that. But this the thing. These niggas talk, this the whole Charleston White effect, right? These niggas talk all that gangster shit. He done had, I don't know how many gangster songs when he killing niggas in his songs and talk all this thug shit. And soon as, you know what I'm saying, them other motherfuckers come tapping him on the shoulder, he apologizing and backtracking it. You know what I'm saying? I should have said this and I should have said that. So that's my opinion on it, man. It's like these niggas always, you know, contradicting themselves. You know what I mean? What you got, Pray?
Can y'all hear me well? Because it sounds like y'all breaking up. Am I breaking up?
Yeah, no, you're not breaking up. We can hear you. So let's push through. Push through it. You got it.
All right. Yeah, that nigga N.O.R.E definitely sat down to pee. Yeah, he ain't standing up peeing, he's sitting down to pee. I had to think about it for a minute. At first I wasn't tripping because, you know, I get the George Floyd shit, you know what I'm saying? It kind of made people feel a certain way.
Yeah.
But taking the show down, man, that's some whole ass shit, man. And yeah, I'm disappointed in Nore, man. I'm thinking about I ain't watching the show no goddamn month.
That's all these rappers, man.
And where the fuck, and like you said on Facebook, the age, where the fuck is EFN? Why is just N.O.R.E? Is this on his show?
Exactly. And that's the reason why I made mention of EFN in the beginning, because let's be very clear, EFN is a part of, he sits at that table. So he needs to be, if anybody is going to be held responsible, then all parties need to be held responsible if that's the case.
That's true.
I actually, when I listened to the interview that N.O.R.E did, actually, I think the first interview that I listened to, it wasn't even on Breakfast Club. It was on Hot 97, I believe, with Ebro now.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah.
And so he went and he did that interview, and I heard the Breakfast Club one as well. Charlemagne kind of held him to the fire a little bit more, but I feel as though N.O.R.E shouldn't have been held to the fire, because here's my thing. Yes, that's their platform, and they have a guest on their platform. However, the thoughts and opinion of that guest are not the thoughts and of opinions of the people who are on that platform. We had the most controversial guy that's on YouTube right now on our show, which is Charleston White. We're not responsible for what that man say. And a lot of people come at us and they try to charge us for what Charleston say. We redirect them to Charleston. Go holler at him. We not finna excuse him. We not finna apologize for what he say or nothing like that. Go holler at him with all that energy. And so for me, when N.O.R.E was doing all of the apologizing, in a sense, he was saying things in a way that pretty much was throwing Kanye West under the bus. And it was kind of like, yeah, you know, I did try to check him and I apologize. And it's like, if you're apologizing, then you are admitting guilt. And then you're making it seem like, yeah, I know he was wrong, but I ain't want to, I did say something to him eventually. N.O.R.E bullshitting. I can't stand when people play in my face. I'm gonna tell you how the nigga bullshitting.
I ain't gonna say he was drunk.
He was like, he got another one. We got more views than a football game and all of that or whatever.
Yeah,
if he wouldn't have got no backlash, he wouldn't have had nothing to say. It would have been all good. But them people, the same thing that Kanye West was on there talking about, that pressure got applied to N.O.R.E, and he's seen it firsthand. And then another thing I'm gonna tell you what I feel like made him end up taking it down as well, is because Kanye West was on there talking about Diddy, and you know that's revolt is Diddy's thing. You know, he was saying stuff about Diddy as well, and he was mentioning different people to kind of. He was mentioning some big names, and that's what Kanye West always does. But it's kind of like now, because you had this commentary and you're mentioning my name, things could be lost in translation, and I don't want nothing to do with it. So I feel as though the powers that be went ahead and told N.O.R.E, you know, I understand that this was a money grab or whatever the case may be, and we were going to get the numbers and everything, but it's probably be best business practices to take this down. N.O.R.E got put himself in a fucked up position, because now he is going to be more censored. It's not going to be real. It's not going to be raw. people gonna come on the show not knowing what they can and cannot say and things like that.
You
If
think
that
so?
man came on the show and say something, Kanye West know how to deal with that shit.
Right. But the
Now,
thing
I
is,
just need to know and understand that the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast will never tuck our nuts.
oh no, hell no.
And I never took my lips because I ain't got no lips.
Hey, but no, the thing that's tripping me out though, you know what I'm saying, is all these. It's like everybody is on a this cancel Kanye, you know what I'm saying, campaign and shit, and it's a lot of us that's doing it, you know what I'm saying. It's like they going super hard at Kanye. Like Charlemagne was on N.O.R.E ass about that shit. Like, nigga, you should have did this, you should have did that, you should have stood up. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is really
Now, what it is, it's the poison of liberalism. It's mostly black, democratic, flunky liberals who want to counsel Kanye, my nigga. Niggas like Talib Kweli. He all on his Instagram page talking shit. And then, like you say,
this shit is weird
Charlemagne
to
the
me, man.
God.
This shit
These
is
niggas
weird.
sad, man.
This shit is weird because they going so hard at this nigga, but they don't go that hard at nobody else for the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? That shit is weird to me, man.
And I think right now, because of the narrative that has put out, and I'm not vouching for Kanye West at all. Right. I think he got a whole bunch of loose screws or whatever the case may be. Sure. But because he has that label, he got that scarlet letter attached to him. It's real easy for people to just disregard him and well, that's Kanye, and it's kind of like because I'm gonna tell you what Charlemagne do with Kanye all the time. He'll automatically write him off and be like, oh, okay, he's just dealing with bipolarism or something right now. It's real easy to dismiss people when you start attaching mental illnesses to them. And not to say that there's not anything wrong with him. I don't know. I have no access to his medical records, but clearly there's some loose screws. However, when you try to put that in the forefront, then that's a way to be dismissive of this person.
Yeah.
And because everything, a broken clock is right at least twice a day. So just because Kanye West say some off the wall stuff, I ain't like that White Lives Matter shirt. But just because he say some off the wall stuff or whatever the case may be, don't mean that he's always wrong.
Hey,
ain't nobody always wrong or always right.
The nigga was spitting a lot of facts in the Drink Champs interview too. He was spitting a lot of facts. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker just say he talking some bullshit shit. He was spitting some facts, a bunch of shit that a lot of niggas been saying. Dr. Umar been saying, a bunch of other motherfuckers been saying. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just dismiss everything he's saying.
My thing with Kanye is, man, Kanye is a dope producer, a dope MC, a hell of an entertainer who has gathered some information, but it's hard for him to articulate it because he said himself he don't read. So to us who are aware of certain things and have knowledge of self per se, it sounds like babble because he can't articulate it well. Right. But the basis of his shit is based on facts. Same shit we've been spitting for years about the fake Jews controlling the industry, controlling, freedom of speech or whatever. And that's just it, man. He got to sit down with somebody who's seasoned, or he got to get some books, because a lot of his shit is conspiracy based. Right. The nigga's still a Christian. Shout out to my Christians out there, but a lot of Christians don't read, so you can tell when he be spitting that shit.
Yeah, he like that. I'm gonna tell you something. It's interesting that you said that because Kanye West is like that person who is at that first stage of consciousness or awakening or getting knowledge of self, where they get so much information, they picking up each and everything, and they can relate to little pieces here and there. Well, Kanye West have a larger platform. So what it is he's maneuvering through all of this information, but yet he hadn't sharpened his sword or anything yet for real. He really don't know how to put all of this stuff together and actually articulate himself. So he makes a whole bunch of deep ass blanket statements. When questioned, is he go to the next blanket statement. So it's a whole lot of, it seemed crazy, but to be honest with you, when you think about it, because we've been, part of quote unquote, or in association with people in the conscious community or whatever the case may be, we know how people are when they are gaining consciousness and how they could all be all over the place. And if you're on the outside looking in, it honestly does look crazy as fuck to the average person.
Yeah, and I want to say this too, especially about the point you said about EFN. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got to start holding niggas like him accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because how the fuck is he just out the way? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he was a part of the show too. Like niggas like him, niggas like Adam 22, niggas like Vlad. We'll never, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody ever come at these niggas, and they always causing all these controversies. They got all these controversial topics, but as soon as N.O.R.E had Kanye on the show, they damn near want to cancel Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest platforms out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard nobody talking about nothing about cancel No Jumper or cancel DJ Vlad or no shit like that. So EFN and the rest of them niggas need to be brought to the forefront too, man. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
That's shit some bullshit. It's
And they
always us.
knowing, and the
laying on
thing
the
is, a lot of, and you got to keep it a buck. Like Kanye West is a big fish, so if you get Kanye, who booking Kanye?
Vlad wasn't gonna get him. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody gonna wish, regardless of what comes out of Kanye's mouth. If you on YouTube, if you have any type of talk radio, podcast, whatever the case may be, you want to have Kanye West on there. That's a big fish. And I think it's some jealousy that plays a part in it as well.
Yeah, that probably got something to do with that shit too.
Hey, let me cut you off. I'm getting horrible feedback. I'm finna go out and then I'm gonna come back in.
Okay.
Beat that.
Make sure you come back. Seem like you're trying to keep off or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, we're gonna dip off. You know
let me just remove him because he don't know how to leave. But it's a look. That's them trying to cut us off right now. You know, y'all tap in, y'all seeing it right now. So if we ain't around next week, you already know what's gonna happen.
They got our ass too. Hey, if we come back apologizing and shit, talking about hey, we ain't mean none of that shit we said last week. They got our ass too. You feel me?
That's crazy, but it's really crazy that the thing that I don't like too is everybody that I know or anybody that's in entertainment, people be having a problem with how things are handled in the control and the hierarchies and the power that be in everything. People be having a problem with that. What it is they afraid. They have that table talk. The same things that Kanye West said it's the same things that people be like that part. It's the same thing that people be thinking.
Right.
Now, granted, there were things that you do have to be careful and you do have to say things a certain type of way. I know that a lot of people feel as though because we are a minority or a marginalized group of people that we have, it's okay for us to say anything any way we want it and absolutely employ no tact at all. But we still, even though we're talking about a power that beat, we have to keep in mind that, there is an experience that the Jewish people had. You know what I'm saying? There is an experience that these people had, and everybody that is a Jew is not quote unquote in power. They're not quote unquote rich. So there are going to be some Jewish people who they don't have that power, and they listening to someone like him, and then they could walk into the world and deal with a certain level of discrimination because people just gonna automatically dislike them because it's like, oh, you're part of the power structure or whatever. So people got to think that every single one of them ain't pulling the strings. You get what I'm saying? So, but these same people, like the Kanye West or whatever, the one thing that get me with Kanye West, he do all this complaining, but he constantly sign deals with them.
Yep, constantly running behind them.
You always in company with these folks.
Yeah. And you can tell his education level as far as consciousness ain't there because, he a billionaire, but he should be owning a lot more shit than what, like, why are you going into deals with Gap?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why did you want to do a deal with a deal? You don't, nigga, you can have your own fucking Revolt network and do your own shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you want to open up a fucking church.
Yeah. And the only thing they do is go there to have concerts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the like it ain't no designated pastor. Now who's the pastor of the church? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, he is, I guess.
Like and that's the reason why he said. You remember he came out. He said Sway really did have the answers. That nigga in that Koofy cap had told you. But Sway told you, but you went off on Sway, hollering, how Sway? Now you see. You know
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
Sway,
And now
man.
you in contractual agreements to the point where, you know, you done made yourself a prisoner, to be honest, when you didn't have to, because you got too much money. You ain't even got to be in this type of position. But now you in all of these different contractual agreements where you have, and you have to abide by, or whatever the case may be. You done created the prison for yourself that you're speaking against when you ain't have it to do.
Still ain't free. Got all that money. What Jay-Z say? Still nigga. Still a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to
Ye. Shout out to Ho. Hey, shout out to Ye too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
man. Get it together, Ye, man. Get with Baba Mean and go sign up at the Uhuru Academy.
You need to be part of the Uhuru Academy. The link is in the description box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Any of y'all dozing off in a little sleep or whatever, y'all need to wake up and gain knowledge of self or whatever the case may be. Hit that link, the Uhuru Academy. Get you some black power in you. You know what I'm saying?
And
charge up. But
what else we got?
Speaking of Jay-Z, this is a segue right into the next conversation. Because speaking of Jay-Z, you know, when Kanye West and Jay-Z, when they were working together, whatever, they made some very awesome music. But unfortunately, during that time, and maybe I got this out of order, I'm not exactly sure. But from my understanding, Dame Dash is the one that bought Kanye West to Rocafella. Am I right or wrong?
That's what I always heard. Yeah.
Okay. And so then when Dame and Jay-Z split up, Kanye West went with Jay-Z, and then Beans now went with Dame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
sound about right.
Oh, I got it wrong. I got it twisted.
Beans and State Property went with Jay.
Okay.
And Dipset and them went with Dame. Okay. And Kanye went with, I don't know.
I thought Kanye had to have been the one with Jay-Z.
And see, that's the problem. They didn't break up and get us confused.
Right, we gotta pick which side. Shit.
Yeah, we got to stay down there like 4 flats, man.
Yeah, and it's so crazy that, you know, how dynamic that groups and people could be when they are working together, and then it could be the smallest thing, the smallest infraction that can just tear people apart. And a lot of times you got to sit back and you got to think about, if we go back in history and we think about some of the groups that we grew up on and we love dearly, and we look back and we get the insight on what made them break up. Yeah, it be seeming like a whole bunch of BS that could have been rectified.
Yeah, and it could go both ways, man. We seen it turn out good for the group. We seen it turn out good for the individual. Remember when Professor Griff left Public Enemy? Yeah, it went down ever since.
Yeah, that was all bad. It was all bad for them niggas.
They make that hard shit no more after he left. That nigga Flavor Flav, that nigga's a Flavor Love coon. And Chuck D, that nigga worked for the liberal Democrats now. His shit, man, you know.
Yeah.
But ever since the beginning, man, you know, the breakup's been that should be hurting fans sometimes, man. Like the whole infamous Jay-Z line when he said, you know, first the Fat Boys breakup, like that was one of the first breakups where niggas was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like the Fat Boys was the shit back then at the time.
I didn't know they broke up to Jay. Who said this shit?
Shit.
Yeah.
I remember I was a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the Fat Boys, that's one of my favorite groups, even when I was a little nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you know, because you was a fan.
Yeah, you know how he be when he love artists, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, wasn't nobody devastated when the Fat Boys.
Nobody.
Hey, you see, Jay spoke on it. Nigga, hey, niggas was devastated, nigga.
You must have been an insider as a little boy. You must have been an insider as a little boy, man.
I told you, nigga, my brother used to have all the rap shit, man. So I used to hear all that shit. But
so we got some clarity. Mental Dialogue said he didn't bring. So Dame didn't bring Kanye to the Rock, but Dame is the one that respected Kanye as the MC. So Dame brought, he came because Kanye West came in as a producer.
Right.
And then he was like, you know what? Look what I can do.
Uh,
And so they ain't believed in that. All right, well, there's clarity for that. But yeah, that was messed up when the Fat Boys had when the Fat Boys had broke up. But I'm gonna tell you a group that
EPMD. Go ahead.
yeah, a group that messed me up when they broke up. And this is, you know, I ain't going all the way back with it. But it was the Hot Boys.
Shit.
No.
Man, listen, that's probably my number one on my list. That shit still fucked me up, but I was fucked up when the Hot Boys broke up.
I got two of them that's on my list that hurt my heart. First when Cube left NWA. You know what I'm saying? I was a big NWA. I was with NWA. I was on NWA side when Cube left at first. Because, you know, damn. Then when Willie D left the Ghetto Boys for a minute.
Oh, yeah. The Ghetto Boys, man, them niggas was breaking up off and on like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it didn't work out for Willie D, though.
Nah,
But
man.
you know what? When that Cube and that Dr. Dre stuff happened, that gotta be, if I'm not mistaken, that gotta be the first time a group broke up. You know, I'm a little younger than y'all, but if I'm not mistaken, that had to be the first time a group broke up and they didn't hold back. They just like went to war with each other. You know, they making songs, diss tracks, you know, like they weren't trying to hide it from the media like a lot of groups. You got to figure out what's going on. Like they was making videos and it was crazy. It was a lot of funny things that came out of it though. Cause like that Dre Day video, that shit was funny as fuck.
Hell yeah, that shit was funny as hell. That was one of the funniest videos.
No Vaseline is top 5 this song all the time.
That's number
No
one.
Vaseline, that song is sick. Like
that's number. But see, even Easy-E this song. What was it? Compton City G's or whatever the fuck it was.
That shit was dope.
That shit was hard as hell too. The beat was hard and all that shit. So
y'all think somebody wrote that for Easy? Cause
absolutely,
everybody wrote Easy shit. Everybody wrote
it's
Easy.
probably one of the BG knockouts. What's the other one?
Drayster.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you one that I ain't know was that deep was a Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know they breakup was like them niggas was beefing and everything. I ain't know that shit was that deep until I saw that I saw that documentary they had.
Why did they break up?
I don't know. I can't even remember exactly.
Somebody in the comments tell us why Tribe Called Quest broke up.
You know what? Somebody actually Hannibal. Look at Hannibal. He said, when we mentioned about the groups that we were upset about them breaking up, Hannibal did mention Tribe Called Quest.
Hannibal, let me find out you know a little something.
They got a documentary, man. I don't know the name of that motherfucker, but go watch that shit. They show how they was beefing and they weren't fucking with each other. And, you know what I'm saying? Fife was on the West Coast, he was on the East. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, when Grand Poobah left Brand Nubian.
Oh yeah. Travis said when Poobah left Brand Nubian, it was never the same. You know what? I didn't listen to Brand Nubian.
They was early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't listen to Brand Nubian. I listened to
I used to like
what was that group? De La Soul.
Yeah.
I listened to a little bit of them.
But see, some groups that never broke up though, and shout out to the ones that never broke up. You know what I'm saying?
What group never broke up?
Shit.
Wu-Tang never broke up, but they had some beefs though.
Yeah,
a few of them was mad at the RZA for a minute.
Right.
Yeah, there's many of them. If they were to break, how would they break up? There's so many of them. A nigga might be absent. You don't even realize.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It's a super group.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't know.
The Locks never broke up either. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, they never broke up, but they had a fourth member. What, did they have another member?
I don't know.
Man, somebody comment they had a member, and that member testified or some shit on some other shit. Yeah, man. Check out the Warlocks or the Locks. I thought they had a fourth member, man. Somebody had met.
You know what? Hey, who did good when they broke from a group? When a Titty Boy,
2
Chainz from Player Circle. Jeezy from the what's the group? USDA or what was the name of the group?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. They must have had an album or something called USDA or something. I got some association.
USDA was of the Jesus record label.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that was his mixtapes too. I think that was.
Yeah, so that one, 2 Chainz had took off when he come from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz.
Shit, Wayne. Shit, look at Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne did, but that was very painful.
It
You know,
was.
but Wayne, I'm gonna tell you something though. We got to keep it real when it comes to Wayne. It took some time for him to come into his own, because when the Hot Boys broke up, Wayne actually became a laughing stock for a minute.
Yeah, he did for a minute. And BG first album when they broke up, he was going at them niggas hard, Wayne and Baby.
Yeah.
You know
What a lot of people don't know, you know, Pimp C didn't fuck with Bun B like that outside of music.
I heard that.
Yeah. Say Bun B acting like a hoe.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that the thing is with Bun B is what I heard, you know, from the Texans or whatever, that a lot of people think outside of Texas, they think Bun B have a certain level of respect that he actually don't inside of Texas.
I mean, and, you know, Texas is big, so you know a lot of people respect Uncle Bun, but people that's in the know, they don't really fuck with Bun like that. Yeah. I'm gonna say, man, shout out to UGK.
Yeah, this nigga said some wild shit in the comments just now. Shout out to Bun though.
People just sit up here and look how we finna get canceled. Bun B got pimped Merc. Like people come up with NFC. He don't make Kanye.
Who is that? T Cook. Who is T
Cook? Up here spreading rumors and shit.
Hey, what about?
Thanks for the tag. Good show. Since you like it, tag somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what up, Aquila? That's Aquila. What's up, Big E? Aquila. Hey, what about, you know, Prodigy and Habit? They broke up.
They broke up.
Yeah, Habit said it was gay. Said Prodigy was gay.
Habit said, "Oh, I never know that." What?
He took it back. He recanted the statement. Said he was just mad, but that's how bad they break up.
You know what be interesting? It's like it be like, how do straight niggas be knowing a nigga gay anyway? Like, how you find it out? You know what I'm saying? Who giving you the tea?
I don't know. I don't know about some type of conversation. I'm just saying.
Right, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But you know what I'm saying? But this is a question though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, every time one of these groups break up, right? People always be like, "Oh man, I hope they're gonna get back together," or thinking they're gonna get back together. But that shit rarely ever happen. I can't even really think of any groups. Yeah, Zero and Trey, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think of too many groups that actually got back together after they broke up. You know,
did anyone ever get back together after breaking up? Because I can't even think of one.
Well, Tribe Called. Well, I can't even say they really got back together. I think they were still at odds when fight bad.
Did Bone have some shit?
Yeah, they was.
Nah, I thought it was Flesh. Flesh went to jail. Flesh got locked up, but all of the other members, they were still. I think Lazy had tried to go solo or something at one point.
Cube and Dre got back together.
Yeah, but that wasn't NWA.
But it was really, it wasn't really NWA at that point though.
Yeah.
But here you go, the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got back together.
They got back together. You know, so they was off and on a few different times.
Mental Dialogue said MPND, EPMD got back together.
EPMD got back together.
Man, that's crazy. I forgot they broke up for a minute.
Yeah, that was a big one too back then. When them niggas broke up, that shit was big too.
Oh yeah, that hurt me now. Oh man.
He say Busy be on and off Bone. I think, you know what, with Busy, I don't think Busy be going nowhere. Busy be going through phases. You know what I'm saying? I think they just be like, okay, Busy, one of those people that's just like, he's not reliable and unpredictable.
And then the brother Lucian, he just reminded me, he from Jersey. The Fugees broke up.
Oh yeah, Fugees.
Fugees broke up.
They never got back together.
Lauren been on.
Yeah, well, you know why it was too much. It was too much going on. You know what I'm saying? And you know you gotta trust them hoes in them heads. You know they look they be loving the crew.
Hey, this another one. Dipset, your boy Cameron and them, they broke up. I don't know if they got back together. Well, I ain't really no Dipset fan, but I know that was big when they broke up. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
ain't have to
y'all
put that
know,
in there that you're not no Dipset fan, brother.
I'm just saying. What I was saying was I don't know if they got back together.
I'm
no,
just
you
saying.
gotta
I'm
make
just,
that
Just remember when they
disclaimer.
broke up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, man. I don't
you
fuck
slept on the
with that.
Dipset, boy. You
Man,
be
that's
sleep. Nigga, you don't even fuck with Kanye or the Dipset. That's
I
devastating.
didn't. No, I
The
ain't gonna say,
dean of hip
man.
hop.
I mean, I hear it all,
Well,
man. But you
I
know, just
didn't
some shit
like
I ain't fuck
Dipset
with.
either. I ain't gonna even tell no lie.
I ain't never like
When
Cameron.
Dipset was hot, the one that I like was Jewel Santana. Like he was
I ain't
the
even like
first
him.
one. Jewel's.
Jim Jones was all right. He was the only
Oh,
one I kind of
what
had.
about G Unit? They
Oh
should. They
yeah,
still beefing.
yeah, they
Yeah,
still beefing too. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. They still beefing.
yeah,
But,
that's crazy. But
but
the
go ahead. I was just about to
most
say that.
recent breakup, my one of my favorite groups right now is the Migos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Man,
it's a lot of rumors swirling around with that one.
yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy. It's crazy.
And the thing that hurt me with the Migos is that they still had it. I hate when groups break up when they still fire. It's like y'all the Migos, y'all created a whole different sound, a whole different
Right.
wave. Like they created a whole different lane. And you don't see that a whole lot of times with these new artists creating a sound. Now you got some purists that'll be out there and it's mumble rap. They don't like it for whatever reason. But if you
Right.
could just really appreciate the diversity in hip hop, then you will have a level of appreciation for the Migos. And if you sit and listen, they be saying something. Cause they let that even though the Migos broke up and I did not like that, but that album that Quavo and Takeoff just dropped,
That's
Yeah,
your fire.
fire.
That's your fire.
shit
That's
nice.
your fire. Yeah, I
So,
was fine with it for sure.
so let me ask y'all this. I don't want to be the black person that only say black people do this shit, but do other races of musical groups break up at the level that we break up? Like
I
rock
don't
and
think
roll groups, country groups.
NSYNC them broke up at a level when
Yeah.
they was I listen to me a little,
I
a
see.
little
You came
room
out of left
5,
field
a
there.
little finger 11 and a little, you know what I'm saying,
I thought you were gonna say
drowning
Rolling
through.
Stone or
Right. I thought you said the
somebody,
motherfucking Beatles.
motherfucker say the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, like, but NSYNC them did. But the thing
Oh
is,
yeah,
I think a
slaughterhouse.
lot of it has more to do with we'll take kind of like that era with NSYNC them, and then all the way up to when we get to the Migos and everything. I think more to do with they breakups be having something to do with 9 times out of 10, maybe some type of contractual agreements, money.
Right.
Of course, there's rumors circulating with the Migos that it's something pertaining to a woman, but that's still interesting because they are actually blood family.
That's what I was about to say. But they family
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, so do y'all think they're gonna eventually get back together?
I
That's
don't
crazy.
think
I can't
I don't
imagine
think
them
that
niggas not
I
together.
think they're not gonna get back. I think they need to get back together. Well, I'm torn because okay, we got to keep in mind that when Offset was locked up, Quavo and Takeoff was still out here doing their thing. They was still carrying while Offset was locked up. So it's not as if they can't thrive without Offset. The
I'm
thing
really
is, can
curious to see
Offset
how he
thrive
comes.
without them?
I can't wait till he drop his album. I'm really waiting to see how he coming if he can handle his own.
But shit, he been dropping solo albums though.
And
You know
he
what I'm
been
saying?
dropping them. He dropped that Father 4.
Yeah, he even dropped a couple albums, so he been doing his own thing too at the same time. So
He did a single 5, 4,
yeah.
3, 2, 1, I believe. I honestly didn't like this song.
His album though, I forgot which album it was. It was straight.
Yeah, I fuck with Migos, man. That's a great modern new era group to me.
Yeah,
But if y'all notice, maybe I'm reaching, but it seemed as to me when I listened to some of those songs on what was the name of this last album?
only built for
Cuban
Infinity Links.
Infinity Links. Only built for
Infinity
Infinity
Links.
Links.
Yeah, don't
And
do
I
that.
like how,
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get that mixed up with Raekwon.
but did y'all see how Raekwon
Reached out.
they showed love to him
Yes.
and everything for it?
Yeah,
That's what niggas supposed to do, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
He ain't no hater like Method, man.
past and the present. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to link
Exactly.
up. You know what I mean?
But did y'all hear? It sounded like some of Offset's ad libs was still on some of those songs to me.
Oh, I don't know.
It sounded like I was hearing some of his ad libs.
I
Yeah, I go,
yeah.
them the Migos, them my boys, and then
I wouldn't be
Offset
able to tell
married
you.
to my girl Cardi B, so I be all up in the tea.
I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. Anybody that's out there that be trying to talk down on the Migos, talking about they mumble rappers or whatever the case may be, go listen to
Like
Bars.
Omar.
I think the song called Bars Into Captions.
Oh yeah. That shit cold.
They sampled Outkast. It was the Elevators, right? Wanted the Elevator sample. Was it the Elevator sample?
I think it was something else. I can't remember what the fuck it was. Damn. It was an
I
Outkast sample though.
They sampled it. I'm talking about, you would think with them being younger or whatever, you would think they wouldn't have rolled that beat like that and just take off, no pun intended, but they really did.
Man, look, I know hip hop and I know when niggas can rap. The niggas can rap.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I don't say all the new era rappers can rap. I like some of them, but them niggas can rap. They know how to rap. Like Sauce Walker, them niggas can rap. You know what I'm saying? They got skills on the mic.
And then the thing I like about it, when I really started listening to the Migos, man, I was out in the water, nigga, on the boat one day out there fishing and shit, and my homeboys playing the fucking Migos, just playing that shit, nigga. That shit was jamming like a motherfucker. So it's really
gonna
like,
get you lit.
yeah, it's really like
Did you catch some like that?
Yeah, we caught a few of them motherfuckers that day. But that shit like some vibe music though. You know what I'm saying? You play that shit when you in a certain vibe, you know what I'm saying? You know, some titty bar shit, all that old kind of shit. So yeah, I fuck with the Migos.
Yeah,
sure.
like that. My favorite song by Migos is "Get Right With You." I'm gonna get right with you.
Mental dialogue say Raekwon is not dusty.
Exactly, because he fought with the new school, and he know how to dress, and he ain't broken bombing. Because now I'm gonna tell you how we gotta include that, because mental dialogue, he try to be funny. He gonna try to make it seem like, because he want to draw the correlation that Dusty mean you mess with the younger generation. Now he ain't Dusty, not because just because of that, but it's the other thing. You're not finna play in our face. That's what he's trying to do.
I get what you're saying, brother. I'm with you.
Look, Joe Travis say my uncle is 62 and doesn't mess with a lot of rap. He love the Migos. Yes, he do. Cause you know what I'm saying.
But shout out to your uncle.
How Uncle be picking up them young hoes. He know what he doing. That's what Uncle be doing. Have his shirt unbuttoned all the way to down here, showing them great chest hairs and fucking them hoes up.
He got to know what to play when he pick up them young girls.
Yeah, them old men will give you worms though. Y'all be careful out there.
What?
My grandma said them old men will give you worms.
Well, what age do the worms come in? I'm getting up there.
I don't know, you about there.
She said you coming up on it, man.
You coming up on it.
God damn,
hey, Biggie advised. This is a warning.
God damn.
So don't act like you did not get the memo. Because you have been advised. Bruce Wayne said, hey, Mr. Bruce.
That's my boy Bruce, man.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out Phoenix, man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And this done messed me up too. The internet just been on fire today.
Oh man.
Our girl Glorilla, man.
Oh yeah.
Glorilla and Hitkidd, they went back and forth with each other because I was listening to Glorilla's live, and I was, looking at the stuff she was saying and some of the stuff that Hitkidd was saying. I was trying to tie it all together. I guess it started before she actually was like, I'm finna just go ahead and put a name on it. That's how we doing Memphis. We finna go on and dress it. You know what I'm saying? We're not even finna be too many subs. But she went ahead and put a name on it. At first, people was trying to say, Glorilla, she did bad business. So apparently, So Hitkidd, and I figured it was gonna be something because if you notice with FNF, that's fuck nigga free, with that song, it says Hitkidd first and then Glorilla.
Right.
That's Hitkidd's beat.
Okay.
Now, Glorilla wrote everything, but you know, he just asked her to get on the beat, had the studio time or whatever. So he owns 50% of the song. So according to what has been circulating in the media, he had like sold the song, or he did something for like 50K. And so apparently with Glorilla signing to CMG, he had a problem thinking that Glorilla is finna try and put the song on her EP and take full ownership of it. And she was like, how could I possibly do that when you already done sold the song? You know, so I don't even know how they all go. But I want y'all out there that's listening to this, that's paying attention to the whole beef with Glorilla and Hitkidd. Glorilla not mad at the man for real. She just pretty much like, I ain't like how you did that. I'm willing to still work with you because at the end of the day, FNF was a song that got her through the door.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, whatever. It got me through the door. It is what it is. Hate it happened like that. Even though I didn't directly monetize off of it like I should, but because of it, I'm gonna make way more. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. The way I see it, man. I don't know the contract shit.
Right.
Don't nobody really know what went down as far as the business shit. I ain't really worried about it. I think they all gonna work it out. I think everybody gonna get paid eventually. But you know, you got to take the legal. It's a business. So CMG got to sue. They got to do this. Some legal shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure they're gonna sell out of court and everybody will get paid.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I'm just appalled and embarrassed at the black loser men who are gloating at this shit. Like they excited and happy that it's finally some controversy on this young woman, this young black woman who put out a video about fuck niggas, and the fuck niggas took it personal, and that ain't happy. Is some controversy surrounding this woman. This shit is some sad ass shit that's going on in society right now. It's pathetic.
That's why, man. That's why, because they fuck niggas and they, like you said, they took it personal. You know what I'm saying? Like even from the from the beginning, when she first got on, I was seeing niggas saying that, oh, I wonder if Gotti signed her to a fucked up contract, and you know what I'm saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. They was already waiting on some shit to happen from the beginning.
But check this out, Heezy. Ain't nobody ever came out and said Gotti missed over them. I think he had one issue,
but it was because it was her though. It was because it was her.
It was
Was it Black Girls?
Was it Snooty Wild? Nah, it was somebody that had something to say, but it wasn't even that big of a deal. The thing is, I'm gonna tell people something. A lot of people, they do this thing where they start smelling themselves, however it may smell, and they get to smelling themselves or whatever the case may be, and you don't have the money to even start your career.
Right.
You don't have the capital. This particular person see potential in you, and they put this money behind you. So now you become this big old star, and maybe your deal wasn't the best deal or whatever, but this person is taking a risk with their money that you don't even have, and they're not for sure that you're gonna even be able to recoup this.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these folks put their money behind you. Boom, you blow up, and now you think you way bigger. You get besides yourself, and you let all of the fame get to your head, and now you messed me over. Yeah. You ain't have shit when I met you. You get what I'm saying? If anything, yeah, people get caught in these messed up deals, but I feel like a lot of it got something to do with the simple fact people be getting besides themselves also. Because if I be honest, I feel like with the Meg and the 1501 deal, I think Meg just got besides herself. That's how I honestly feel like that, you know, because you already you was making your money. If you ain't telling, if your story is not I'm broke, I'm busted, I'm disgusted, I'm dusty, you know, I'm out here riding RAV4s while they over here eating. If that ain't your story, I feel as though you just got beside yourself. So the thing with Glorilla, people trying to say, well, God, she better make sure she read her contract. Glorilla not stupid.
And a
And
lot of times,
Kanye ain't known for bad business.
I only cut you off, but a lot of times
You
these
did.
cracky white folks and these Jews getting these artists ears too.
Mhm.
And they don't like to see black ownership and unity. And they see you making money, they're getting your ear and be like, hey, you're not really making the money you're supposed to be making. Remember, like with I mean, even though Ike was beating Tina ass, it was still the white folks got in her ear and was like, hey, you need to come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this shit for years. So a lot of time, when the artists make a little money, they start mingling it in different places that they didn't mingle before, and they meet these white people in a entertainment industry that's looking for
Hey,
artists to take
And then
advantage
they think
of.
because
look,
they're white, they know better.
look, hey,
Right.
They can tell you
hey,
better.
just like Peasy. You seen the video he did a couple weeks ago
Uh,
about the little manager chick that was fucking him.
uh,
Yeah, it was a little white chick manager that worked for uh, Empire.
okay.
Motherfucking Empire. She worked for Empire, and she's supposed to be his manager. She was taking all his money. He did a video. He was sitting in the car talking about that shit for a minute.
Damn, that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I had posted that shit. I posted that shit in the group. But
Yeah, if
I'm gonna
y'all
find that
in
shit.
here, make sure y'all like the video, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Big E said she signed her halfway. She signed her half away, and now Gotti got her in a slave contract to be forever in debt.
Look at Kent too,
Look,
calling
he
black.
got a problem with Big Glow,
Hey,
but the thing is the
hey,
same type of apprehension that people got for Big Glow, they didn't have that for Mozzie when he signed.
Hey, Kent
Moneybag when he signed, Black Youngster when he signed, ESTG when
EST.
he signed.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
that nigga say she in debt for life.
You
Hey,
know,
but the thing about the situation with her and Hitkidd, you know what I'm saying? Like they both was new to the industry on that level. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really, I don't think you can really blame either one of them for the shit that they did. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like now they got to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? And handle their business and there. You know, like you said, everybody be good.
yeah, because I think what ends up happening is this the thing, and people might feel slighted. See, when you're not used to doing business or you've been in business, when
That's what I'm saying, right?
the legal aspect get put in it, you automatically start thinking that this person trying to cross me. No, this is actually the proper way we're supposed to be doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But y'all just been playing it under the table and getting it how you live.
Right.
And that's not how it works. Now we got execs, like real execs with something to lose and things of that nature. They gotta go the legal route. So it ain't necessarily bad blood, because like Glow even said, she was like, me and Hitkidd, we're a dynamic duo. We do good music. He made good beats for my type of voice, my sound. So yeah, I work with him. So just for me hearing that, I'm knowing that it's not. Yeah, it's all good. It's just a matter of quit trying to make it seem like you a victim. I think that's what she wanted to put out with the Hitkidd. Don't make it seem like you a victim, because if you feel like I ain't do something right, you got to share in something not being doing right. And to be honest, neither one of us really knew. We never
Exactly.
reached
You are not a victim.
success.
You are not a victim.
Yeah, operative word, you. Because a lot of people be feeling like they're a victim and they be the one doing the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that she didn't take that, and she was just trying to clear the air, and she didn't make it seem like he necessarily just did something to me. It was like it was just more just giving clarity. So I think they gonna work together again.
I think they're gonna work together again.
Yeah, they good.
Yep. And they both gonna get money. Their contracts gonna work out like these hating ass niggas don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be on top of the game.
Yeah, Hula, Interstate 10 said, I've read contracts before. They aren't Dr. Seuss books like the social media lawyers think. And that's absolutely right, because I read policies and stuff all day. But I want you to change your name from that last word, because I thought I was about to say a
He
Hakuna
said
Matata.
I-10 hauler. That's a quote.
Oh, okay, whatever. He drive trucks. He's a whore. Man, like
Hey,
them
man,
men, like men that drive trucks are whores. Like,
you know
Lord,
what it is, yeah,
huh?
that's Lucian.
I know
Lucian.
that's him. He got a different name, but the same hoodie. That ain't why I say you need to change. Don't mind me. I don't want nobody else to
I-10
whoop
hauler.
my ass, because you can't whoop me anyway. So let me quit playing with folks too much. They like this girl because she play too much. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about taking names and kicking ass and taking names. So Charleston White, Mr. Charleston White himself, and Boosie and T.I., they've been wearing me out. You hear me? So Charleston, Charleston is undefeated when it comes to the internet already as it is. So it seems to me, with everything considered, with Charleston White, Boosie, and T.I. going back and forth, and the little badass kids getting involved in it, and seeing how Boosie took his child to the prison, and T.I. and Boosie got together and had a outing with the kids or whatever. It
Play
seems
date.
like to me Charleston has taught them how to be good father figures. What y'all think?
Hey, the motherfuckers.
I'll be flabbergasted, man. Shit, you will have the motherfucker.
Hey,
Charleston
motherfuckers had a motherfucking play date out there. But yeah, yeah. Hey, but no.
Nah, but we gotta keep it real. I gotta ask y'all this. We gotta keep it real. So there was a video that surfaced. Somebody put that out where Charleston White was making we know how Charleston White do with the shock value thing. Mm-hmm. And he was saying something, and it was along the lines of it was sensitive. It was a sensitive topic or whatever.
He say he raped white women. He's raped white women.
And so if you gotta, this is the thing. As a woman hearing that, I don't care what race you put it, I don't like to hear stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But also, I know the shock and awe that comes with it. The reason why he does that is because he's saying, hey, you guys, y'all put this stuff in y'all music about slipping, Molly's in her drink. She ain't even know it. And y'all talk about all this stuff that y'all will do to black women or whatever. But as soon as I say something about a white woman, it's like, oh my God, you can't say that.
Well, he explained that he put it in context. He said when he was younger, him and his partners used to run trains on white girls. And he said now that he gets old, that he's gotten older, he realized that's a form of rape. Mm-hmm. So he was saying, yeah, I participated in that. But he said that he's also said he ain't ever been accused of it. Ain't no victim ever said he done this or done that. And these rappers, they didn't have actual people accuse them. T.I., Russell Simmons, a couple more.
Yeah, a lot of
motherfuckers.
Allegedly, yeah. But that's kind of pertaining to how we started the conversation off about N.O.R.E. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like Charleston like you say, pulling these niggas skirts up. You can say all this shit in your raps. I can say the same thing, basically. You know what I'm saying? And you want to get at me just for saying this shit, but y'all been saying this shit in y'all raps for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Boosie, T.I., all that. They've been saying all this shit for 30 years in their raps. So how you mad at me? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get me kicked off the internet. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want to support these niggas, and they begging for your support, like especially T.I.
Yeah, I'm mad that T.I. had Bob the Farrakhan in the middle of the night while he's trying to sleep, and call him and say, you got to come help me on the internet against Charleston White.
Academics say he called him.
Who?
DJ Academics say T.I. called him, was like, please.
And was asking him not to play
T.I.
Yeah. You know what? Even though I feel like Act is a cornball, I actually like the fact he was like, I hear you, but nah. This is the most controversial dude on the internet. He coming on. He gonna get reshared. Like, fuck out of here, T.I.
But yeah, that whole situation got especially T.I. looking bad. Like Boosie kind of chilling. He ain't really,
Boosie ain't tripping.
You know, he ain't
He
saying
didn't,
nothing.
he didn't even want to go live with T.I. did.
Right,
T.I. was looking all happy and giddy, like a broad.
Exactly. Yeah, like you say, all giggling and jumping around and shit. I'm like, man, fuck kind of niggas.
Yeah, and they let you know that, you know, he. One thing that I have to bite my what is it? Is it bite my tongue or what is it called? What is it? Eat my words.
Pretty much the same thing.
It is.
Well, nah, eat your words mean you gotta take back something you say.
Right.
Bite your tongue
it's
meaning
the same thing. Eat my words.
bite your tongue meaning you want to say something but you ain't saying.
Well, I don't do good at that. But so it's so I gotta do better with it. Mental dialogue kept being my life coach.
Yeah, man, you gonna have us apologizing for you in a minute.
Shit.
But listen, I feel like y'all got it in you. Y'all know how to do that. But what I was gonna say, the thing is, one thing I can say, I see Boosie, he be with his kids he be with his kids all the time or whatever. You see Boosie with his kids, even though we got to understand, like, guys from the hood, they might not actually give you that best pristine image or do everything right or anything like that because they got that mentality in them. But Boosie does try. And I'm not going to say that T.I. doesn't try as well. But one thing that I like about the what happened with the Charleston White versus Boosie and T.I. and them is that you were able to see Boosie actually taking some accountability. Like even before, Boosie said in a Vlad interview, I know I ain't raised my son right. You know what I'm saying?
And he just did an interview yesterday and said that he got on his son's ass about that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and it's like, you know I didn't raise him right, but I'm still in his life. I still gotta, you know how you still get grown, but even though your parent didn't raise you right, y'all still got that relationship to where they could still tell you something.
Look,
so he could still get into the chest about something. Where else? And even with the whole thing with T.I. and Charleston, Boosie was like, you know what? You over here playing with Charleston. I don't even want to play with the man because I know what he about. Let me take you down here to this prison and let you see how this feels. You know, and how this looks and where you can wind up at if you keep on playing. But T.I., he the type of father, he want to get online and not hold his child accountable. And it's like your child has no business. I don't care if you want to say he's grown or he's not. He's not of that age to be going back and forth with a man as old as Charleston and the antics that everything that even when King had went off on them people at Waffle House. T.I. did not hold that boy accountable.
Right.
And I want to say something too, man. And just don't, just keep things kind of balanced. Parenting is not easy. We know that, man. And sometimes you just got that one motherfucker who you already know, man, they just ain't trying to hear shit you saying. Because if you look at his other son, based on the pictures and shit, it look like he on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear too much about his daughters in the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, King just might be that one motherfucker, man.
That one. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it happens, man.
But King, I'm gonna give some grace because King was bad as hell when we used to watch the little Family Hustle or whatever. He was bad then. But the thing is, it's not so much as the fact that he had his own personality. Every kid is gonna be different. And even though y'all live in the same household, the way you have to raise kids under the same household different. So they different personalities. So that's hard for a parent to juggle. My problem with T.I. is not necessarily the fact that King is the way he is. It's the fact that T.I. don't ever seem like he's saying my son ain't have no business doing it. He don't hold him accountable, and he feel like his daddy champion everything he do.
Yeah, and this nigga out here campaigning for everybody else to say something and speak out for him on his behalf. Everybody else looking like, nigga, nigga, you looking stupid right now, nigga.
And
You the
see, I
one.
went out sad, the motherfucker. This might be
Yeah,
sad than Crime Stoppers video.
yeah. Everybody
Yes,
ain't about to jump behind that
yes,
nigga back, and he
yes.
out there looking like that. Like, nigga, talk to your son, nigga. Don't talk to us. Talk to your
Yes,
son, nigga.
indeed.
You know
And
what I'm
Joe
saying?
Travis said 85 South and Fonny Marco
Yeah, that was some
and
whole
tips
ass
to
shit
pump
too.
them. What was that about? Because I knew Charleston had said something about both of those platforms.
They took his interviews down.
Yeah, they took his interviews down. Yeah.
Are you
I'm talking about
serious?
these interviews with millions of views, with 1 million views and all that shit. They took the motherfuckers down.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's sad, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know, like 85 South and like all of them real cool with Ti.
Right.
I
That's
ain't
right.
gonna
That's
take my
right.
video down. That shit, we won't talk about your ass on that
But
show.
see, it's really a split. Carlos Miller fuck with Charleston. Them other two niggas really don't fuck with Charleston. They didn't want the nigga on the show.
DC don't like Charleston at all.
Yeah, DC don't like. He talk bad about DC. And nigga say, "You ain't gonna see me arch my back," and he's like, "No DC young." Like he went in on DC, man. And then funny Marco, man. Come on, bro. You do all kind of weird ass pranks and shit.
Yeah,
talking
you
about
ain't
stupid
even.
weird.
You gotta
Stupid
solidify
weird.
yourself. My thing is this. I'm gonna tell you something. What I love about Charleston White, and this even Charleston White versus Kanye West. Charleston White in a better position than Kanye West. I'm gonna tell y'all why. He got it. He just came on the internet being himself. Only thing he got to go on. Only thing he got to do is just hit live on his phone. That's the only thing he got to do. He ain't got nobody controlling him. You get what I'm saying? So you can't cancel somebody like Charleston White, because in order for Charleston White to get where he done got, it was because the people that, you know what I'm saying, down to earth, the people that just your common man, they was rocking with him. Right. That's how he was able to get to the eyes of your Funny Marcos and your 85 Souths or whatever. So that the people that's the foundation, they're still there. So while they thinking they doing something, Charleston White, he's still making his moves in media and getting on different platforms and talking. And if all else fails, he really ain't got to get on nobody else's shit. He got his own thing. Really, for Charleston White to grace anybody platform, that benefit them more than they benefit him.
Right, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
And we got to get ready for this, y'all. Us, the hip hop school, past and present. But I'm confident. You know, that's why I'm proud of the fact that we growing this organically. You know what I'm saying? The sponsors gonna come, and they gonna come with some, certain stipulations. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna hold fast. Goddamn me, we gonna hold as far. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to the Illuminati once I get back.
Yeah, I can't wait till the
you gotta go get that money,
my recruitment letter.
You gotta go get that money, baby. You know
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get the bag, man. But we'll see how. Let's just say we'll see how it goes.
What's the sign they be throwing in the Illuminati? We gotta learn the sign languages or whatever. People gonna be thinking, y'all see this, they gonna be drawing circles around our picture. Y'all don't have to pull up no conspiracy. I can't wait till the Illuminati.
I'm gonna have some shit in the background. I'm gonna have some shit in the background, everything.
Exactly.
You know
and quiet as Kelvin, I got about 2-3 cousins I'm willing to sacrifice. So call me.
And once we get rich, Hannibal, you can't come on the show with that hotel shit.
Oh no, you can't.
No,
Me done stepped into the building. He ready to go. He got on his headphone. Hey, here you go. No,
check
the
it
sound
in.
Solo gonna say who you sacrificing. I don't know right now, but it'll be somebody. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that probably got diabetes or something finna go anyway. How probably you know what I'm saying? Take them out their misery.
Hey, let me ask y'all this real quick though. Hey, so do y'all want to see Charleston keep going with his little comedy thing?
Huh?
Do y'all want to see Charleston keep going with his comedy show, with his little stand-up comedy and all that shit?
He sound like he excited about it.
Yeah, I think he will.
They say he did good.
Yeah, I saw the little clips. You know what I'm saying? He was funny and shit. I mean, he naturally funny any goddamn way. So all you gotta do is get up there and talk shit. So, but yeah, that's the shit.
Though. What's up, Baba? I mean,
look at Hannibal still judging.
What's up? What's the deal? What's the deal, hip hop school?
Baba, I mean, what's happening?
What's
up with it, Easy?
Oh man, you know what it is.
Yeah, man.
Good to
Just
see you,
chilling,
brother.
you know what I'm saying? Doing what we doing, educating young minds and you know, chilling, man, being a family man and you know, watching everything like y'all watching everything and talking about it.
So you are watching.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm paying attention as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? It's all very interesting. You know what I'm saying?
So what you think about Drink Champs and Kanye?
Man, I didn't get to catch the interview. I caught clips of it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think he angling for something. I always think it's some kind of hook in it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I think he angling for some practicing free speech or whatever. I see he just bought Parler, which was a right wing social media site today. This nigga went, a black dude, and went and bought a Trumpster a Trumpster social media site. You know, that's gonna be interesting. I don't know if the cracker's gonna run or stay. I'm enjoying watching it all.
Baba, did you see when Trump came out and made a statement and said that Kanye West he's crazy?
Yeah. Nigga, when
like,
Trump called
hey,
you crazy, you tripping.
On this boy.
Yeah, when Trump called you crazy, like, yeah, no, he tripping. Yeah, he ain't one of mine. You know what I'm saying?
I guess Trump mad because, you know, Kanye West finna try to run for president, so he gonna be.
That's what he angling for.
Yeah.
So what you think about N.O.R.E. apologizing?
Oh man, you know, I don't, you know, I saw what Deja posted it, that Deja posted earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? I saw what Deja posted earlier, and I agree. You know, I don't. Why apologize? You had them on there. You know what I'm saying? You did it. Don't backtrack. You know, don't back now. If they threaten his job, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's I guess that's different. But you had him on there. I think you get more leverage standing on your own too than acquiescing like that. You know, he's looking kind of apologetic about it. But look, they said the views expressed by the people on our program are not the views of Revolt. That's your apology right there.
Yeah,
shit. After that, I don't have to agree with him, but he's on the show. I'm not going to apologize for bringing provocative content to the people. I you know, y'all go think about it. You know, all this censorship, you know, motherfuckers screaming freedom out of one mouth and want to censor everybody out there. You can't have it both ways.
Hey, so what you think about DJ EFN not being held responsible the same way N.O.R.E. is? Because you know it's both of their show. You know what I'm saying? They both up there interviewing them, asking questions. So
man, but everybody know who drive the show though.
Yeah, but they sit at the table together.
They do sit at the table together, and of course, in a situation like this where it's a out of control black man, the black people are gonna get held responsible for it. Like, control your niggers, you know what I'm saying? And so you know, effing they get to go white whenever, you know, they blacken a motherfucker, you know, when they sitting around us, and they get to go white whenever they want to. So you know, effing went white. He quiet about it too, ain't he? He came out and made a statement supporting N.O.R.E. or nothing, huh?
I actually think that this might be the downfall for the Drink Champs. I think it's gonna be a slow decline, and I actually think that there were a lot of politics involved when they won the podcast show award. And both of them are shows that's on Revolt. It was Carisha Please, which I love this show. But it's very it's new.
Right.
N.O.R.E. hit us like
I saw that
on their Drink Champs. They've had legends on there. Ended up tying. So I think even with that being considered, with that being something that's Diddy over, I don't want to go in too far and speculating or whatever.
But how many
is necessarily as valued as he think he is, and I think it'll be real easy to pull the rug from under him, because I feel as though the people who are owning that broadcasting platform, I think that they should have stood behind N.O.R.E. because,
well, that's Diddy, right?
Yeah, that's Diddy them. I think they should have stood behind N.O.R.E. because it's, like you said, Baba, this is the thoughts and opinions of the person. This ain't my thoughts and opinions.
Right. It's my job to bring provocative content. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I
had KKK members on her show. So,
all day long.
Got shit to do with her.
Yeah, and then, you know, even on Drink Champs, you got motherfuckers on there talking about bitches and hoes and fucking all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But here again, they're just proving Kanye's point about Jewish control over the media and Jewish influence. That's all they doing, you know. And so he's being crazy like a fox because he knows who owns Revolt. You know, him and Diddy was just into it last week, and here you are keeping your appointment to go on Drink Champs, bringing controversy to Diddy's network.
Hey, so and then was talking shit. Then was talking shit about him on the show.
On the show.
Yeah. Kanye don't care, and I'm gonna tell y'all something that's cold. If y'all remember in one of N.O.R.E's videos, when he was going on his apology tour, he mentioned that Kanye West was not going to film unless he was able to bring his own camera crew. Kanye West knew what the hell he knew he was finna say some things. So if y'all pull this down, if y'all try to cancel me, we still got it on record.
We still got it on record.
Oh, it's already out there. Everybody else recorded this shit anyway. It's already out there.
Yeah, it's already it's up. Like Kanye West kept saying.
Ye looking at his bank account every day. He looking at the shit he built. And like when that motherfucker told, I think there was the people from Adidas, I don't talk to people that make less money than me. You know, they say he was sitting in a meeting with Adidas and showing them porn videos to kind of show them how they screwing him around, like making them look at it. You know what I'm saying? and saying, yeah, I don't discuss money with people that's broker than me. And he the kind that he ain't gonna argue with a company, he gonna buy your rival. Like he's on that kind of thinking now. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun to watch. All we can do is watch. We can't impact it. So it's fun.
Yeah, they got something to do with us.
Man, I like it when we have to think. You know, even when I disagree, I love people that make us think, whether I disagree, agree or not. Make us talk about the uncomfortable shit. I like that.
So speaking of thinking, Bob, you're a father, right?
Yes.
You're a rapper, right?
All day.
You're a community activist, right?
Oh yeah.
So what you think about the T.I., Boosie, Charleston White, and his kids and all this shit, man? Where you stand on that one, man?
That shit is so entertaining and silly at the same time to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I pray for all them brothers. I got love for all of them. You know what I'm saying? Cause ain't none of us perfect, but it's just hurting people, man. It just hurt people. All of them dealing with symptoms of the problem. And they're attacking each other like each one of them the problem. All of us are afflicted, or most of us are afflicted with symptoms of what's going wrong in the Black community, man. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting to me. It's interesting that the two fathers would advocate the son's behavior, even promote it on one end, and then make them kids again when somebody grown come at them on the other end. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for me to see my son cussing somebody grown out, and then I'm just coming out there, you know what I'm saying, fighting the grown-up that my son is cussing out or going at without investigating what's going wrong and using it as a teachable moment. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just an interesting thing to me, man, to watch it. But damn, Charleston, shit, man, I remember when we was sitting up in the church in Stop 6, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get some computers together to the kids in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Now you're arguing with T.I.
Hey, I feel you on that point.
So it's wild just to see where he's gone from where we were to, you know what I'm saying, from when I met him to what's going on right now. And, you know, as somebody who, even though I'm nice, you know, my stance is unpopular. African center schools, pull your children out. Ain't nobody trying to talk to me neither. You know what I'm saying? So I'm empathetic towards the Charleston and the Kanyes and all that, because I understand what it's like to have an unpopular mission that people would like to ignore and pretend like it's not there.
Yeah, okay. Hey, let me ask you this though. So, I mean, you know, we like the controversy. You know, I mean, you know, we you know, it's entertaining and all that. But for some people, you know, for a lot of people, a lot of shit that Charleston do, you know what I'm saying, shit just be too far, and they just be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, that shit is crazy. So, you know what I'm saying, what you think about him just even having that altercation with the kids, with the rappers' kids? You know, they only 18, 19, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they 18, 19, but shit, man, I've been working with young people for 30 years, and I'd have been cussed out by 7-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all know, man, like by the time some of these youngsters get 18, they done did shit that people 28 years old ain't did yet, you know what I'm saying? And so they might be 18 in age, but you know, it is what it is. Again, I don't have an opinion one way or the other. Like, when I see shit that's uncomfortable to me, I change the channel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna bash him for it or or bash them. It is what it is. If you step out there and say some shit, be ready for what might come back. King, that's
I
anybody.
feel like anybody from 8 to 80 can get it.
Right.
How
And
I
there's
feel.
people out here. There's people that believe like that. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
I handle things differently, but that's how I handle things. You know what I'm saying? He handled a thing that put it in national media. Global, he handled it in a way that blew the whole conversation up, and now we talking about it, you know. So I mean, as an educator, man, y'all know me. I just got to try to pull a lesson out of it, and I, you know, that is an example. Like I got a young man in my class, man, that's into drill rap, and he kind of on the fence about things. You know what I'm saying? And that gave me an opportunity to have a conversation with him about, hey, man, you can say whatever you want to say if you can deal with what come back to you. So if you're gonna make a threat and then somebody say, well, I'm calling the police, you don't go, that whole ass nigga called police. No, you made a threat, and sometimes the police come with that.
Yeah, because what people fail to realize, Baba, is freedom of speech ain't free.
No, it's only free if you can deal with the consequences.
You can say what you want to say, but be willing to deal with what comes.
You got to be willing to do with it. Some people gonna call the police. You're not gonna shame them out of that.
You might get locked up, whatever.
So if you talk noise to somebody who's online saying, if you threaten me, I'm calling the police, and then you make a threat, well, then you're saying you ain't worried about that part.
Exactly. Which brings me to the point. Did y'all see the thing about Brick Baby when he reacted to Charleston White? Was like, I don't care nothing about the police. I got my chick. She gonna hold it down for me. I'm finna go in there with my homeboys. It's giving very much. He got some type of romantic interest in there or something to me. I've never actually.
I think a lot of them just trying to get their stream money up. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them to maintain because a lot of them don't have that personality. They might be in this, like he connected to the 60s and all that. And so he ride that wave while everybody talking about it. When people stop talking about it, his whole called beef with Charleston was probably the most action he done had when he put the 10,000 on his head.
Listen, that's the first time I heard of it. That's the first time I heard of it. I know all kind of rappers and all kinds of stuff.
Does he rap?
It's probably a struggle finding, So it's probably a struggle finding good content.
But see, his reaction was just a typical saving face street nigga reaction. I don't give a fuck about going to jail, nigga. And you psych yourself up to say some stupid shit and do some dumb shit. That's what you tell yourself when you get ready to go rob a bank. You know what? I don't give a fuck. You know, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Yep.
Then
so
the sirens get behind you, and you start thinking, damn. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody emerges on the other side of fuck it the same way. You know what I'm saying? We on the left side of fuck it, you like this. Then when you get on the other side of fuck it, you like
right home.
You worse than that.
All dead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So man, hey. You like what T.I. them going around saying, you know, don't put them on your platform. That's how the vlogging nation was built.
Exactly. You can't. So you want me to count out my money,
right?
Because of you and your pissy tail little boy. No, it's not working like that. It's not.
You got cats making 6 figures a month just talking about your life. They not gonna stop for nothing. And the more crazy your life get, the more they gonna talk. From the ones getting 6 figures to somebody who got 51,000 views and getting a little $300 check every month. He ain't stopping neither.
We ain't stopping.
Y'all ain't stopping. So you know, now if it was a case of a child actually being abused, a child actually being harmed, then I would say yes. But you're gonna have a hard time, T.I., because it's a lot of people who are already alarmed by their behavior, and there's a lot of people saying that's what they get. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Somebody need to cuss their ass out, and there's a lot of people that have that sentiment. And what can you do? You can't stop people from feeling the way they feel. And one day, my beloved fellow MCs, rappers, we got to sit down and really look at the mess we made.
I think that's what I said on our show on a few shows ago. I think hip hop starting to grow up. It's starting to mature to the point where, you know what I'm saying, like we tired of hearing that shit now. Like, you know what I'm saying, we got to grow up,
or at least create some balance. Man, cats are gonna always talk about the streets. I'm with that. They're gonna always talk about the streets, but you got to have some balance in the game. You know what I'm saying? I think when the money changed, old heads just started trying to ride waves instead of trying to, you know, be an influence. You got a lot of old heads probably just yes people now, like shit, yes, as long as I can get in VIP or get a little envelope, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, we just got to look at it, man. This is what come with it. When gangster rap first emerged, controversy came with it. We had the vice president of the United States calling for an end to gangster rap, and crackers bulldozing CDs and all that type of shit was going on, you know. So this come with it.
And you know, that's what make me proud about the younger generation, like being just like basically it's like avant-gardism at this point. Like they kind of they creating their own lanes, doing their own thing, and the landscape of music is totally different right now.
Right.
Where it's what's happening is as we mature and we get older, you know, because we could sit and talk about the first time we heard a rap song,
right,
like that, right? So we're still we kind of aging out, so to speak, as far as the music is concerned. Where we more, I don't want to hear this BS, and we ain't even old.
Well, I don't relate to it. They ain't talking to me.
Hip hop is actually young.
Yeah, hip hop is young. So but when these young cats start talking fast, DAs and talking about these youngsters start talking about fast and live, I don't live that fast no more.
Yeah,
you know, when he in that verse and then you go from to his female to his car to his hustle back to his female. My life don't move at that pace no more.
You get a song with three verses.
I need a whole song just to talk about the my wife. I can't.
And they done said a whole. They done hit every area in 4 bars.
I'm trying to translate new words and shit. What that niggas? What he say? You know what I'm saying?
That's why y'all don't understand what skir. Y'all don't understand it.
All the new slang.
They ain't talking to me. It's okay. They ain't talking to me.
And I'm glad that it's kind of, in a way, you still had that era where we had that drill music and everything came in that I think is way worse than the gangster rap that we grew up on. I will be honest, I do feel that way.
I do too.
But you know, you still have this opportunity that's there where you can. I think hip hop is getting back to, in a sense, it's getting back to that fun feel. Where we were able to like just go out and enjoy vibe or whatever. It's not necessarily rough and tough and all of that. And I think because we went through that gangster music era for so long and we got used to that reality rap, that gangster rap, that, you know, tell it like it is. We got used to that. And I think that they playing around more and more with it, and they're just being creative. And I think it is gonna get to the point where history always repeat itself.
It does, and I think these youngsters, I think all this generation need is to love each other more, love themselves more. You know what I'm saying? And they could really turn the corner with hip hop. There's a lot more ownership now because of the platforms and things like that. And I think they getting tired, man. When I talk to a lot of young people, I'm like, what you doing? Shit, trying to stay out the way, huh? Shit, I'm just trying to. They tired. Niggas want to come outside again. You know what I'm saying? And so I see it shifting. As well, I think the label see it shifting. The Leo Cohens and all of they see it shifting, and they want to keep their position of ownership. You know what I'm saying? They want the rappers are dying every week thing to stay out there because that gives them leverage in the boardroom, leverage when negotiating with black businessmen, all that. You know what I'm saying? Look how Rock Nation is doing Meg Thee Stallion's old team. They ain't doing nothing but stalling them out in court and trying to outspend them. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to watch for these big corporations because they want to maintain ownership. You see, they got Young Boy hid up in Utah. Shit.
Yeah, that's what
he's making money on.
Because he on house arrest.
Yeah, but hell, they put his ass in Utah. That label got him tucked away with the Mormons and shit to keep him out of trouble because he's worth way more to them alive than dead right now. But there's gonna come a time where he might be a little washed and he want that catalog. And that's going to be a trying time in his career where you're going to have to really look out because when they decide you're worth more dead than alive, then, you know, you got to watch out. You know what I'm saying?
The
Just
young
looking
boy,
at history.
he out there in Utah, but he done learn how to purify water on his.
Shit, y'all posted the picture. He was dancing outside the house with the little girl, looking like Bojangles and Shirley Temple.
Hey, Bob, but I don't know if you was listening earlier. I was making a point about Kanye we was all making a point. He seems like one of those people that's just came into knowledge of self, right?
Right.
So a lot of what he said, it sounds like he's rambling to those of us in the know. Like he got some points, but he be all over the place.
Yeah.
We were saying that maybe he needs to sign up with your Black History class at the Uhuru Academy.
I have him straight, man, because he be saying some shit, but he only get halfway through it. He don't know how to bring the point all the way around and kind of put some context on what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I could definitely help him deliver a message.
Man, reach out to him, man, and get him signed up.
Yeah, man. But he an artist, bro. He's an artist. He's music. He is. You're not that great at what he does unless you're doing that shit all the time. So he has sprinkled of politics being told to him by who he was raised by, things like that. But he don't spend a whole lot of time in that kind of atmosphere, man. You know what I'm saying? And right now, Candace Owens got his ear. So like the far right got his ear and his money, and they finna try to make a play. The Black conservatives been trying to make a play. You know what I'm saying? And so they finna make a play. They got a Billy. They got a Billy to play with. They finna make a play. It is what it is.
That's what they doing. Right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, they making a play.
That's what I told somebody. Somebody was asking about Kanye. I think it was yesterday. I was like, "So the nigga ain't nothing but a capitalist trying to hold on to his influence." You know what I'm saying? That's really all he is. And that's all he's doing, like you said. And he just trying to make another play.
What up, Montoya?
What's up, Montoya, aka Black Socrates?
Black Sock.
You want to give your 3 cents?
What up, Montoya?
Hey man.
Oh, you got your you got us playing.
You gonna participate or you gonna watch, Montoya? Which one you gonna do?
No, I'm gonna barbecue a meal, dude. I'm a
barbecue a meal, dude, man.
It's getting smelly though. It's
born on the grill. You feel me? I'm from South Carolina, South Cac, baby.
Okay, Southern boy.
What's up? What you got?
Hey, I just wanted to, I'm gonna make it quick, man. Y'all on here killing it, Bob. I mean, on here killing it. I just wanted to, y'all already kind of pointed this out, but I just want how I like to add a little extra nuance to.
Yeah, you love your nuance.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about the T.I., the Charleston White thing, man. So when we talk about, y'all know I've been pushing for quote unquote how hip hop to grow up for a couple of years now, whatever, right? And Charleston is killing the game, and Charleston is the reason why hip hop is growing up. More props to that brother for that part. But here's exactly what's happening, what T.I. was trying, and y'all know this already. I'm just being, just like real specific to this. So T.I. tried to make this power play because he got a little pull and power in the game, right? And so he's trying to go and pull him off the platform because he trying to pull that he after my son, you can't touch mine. But like I tell you all the time, DeAsia, the minute he went on the internet talking that junk, it's all cap. And the cap is he tried to pull his power play. But if you think about what his power play, if he was even able to pull it off, let me collect all my rapper friends, get them on my side, obviously didn't work. But if he was able to pull it off, in all reality, as much as T.I. loved to move between his big words, be a gangster, be an activist, in all reality, he really was trying to defend the overall concept of the bullshit Charleston's talking about. And what I mean by it is Charleston is being correct about the things that he goes at, right? He was willing to pull this guy off the internet because he understands hip-hop superstars, we're seen and we're gods to this culture. I like being able to move out here and do whatever I like and go pull the whole gamut. So let's get rid of this guy who's challenging us so that we can keep doing what we're doing. It really was an attempt to defend the bullshit that we're out there on this platform that I'm on here coming saying, let's grow the fuck up. He's trying to defend the bullshit, actually. That's the deeper concept of what he was hoping to do. As y'all said, Charleston has gotten himself too entrenched and too big to do it. And T.I. probably tried it because he's a little out of touch. Because if he was just in touch, he would have known he couldn't even have made that attempt. He only tried because he's kind of so high up on his horse. He probably didn't realize how powerful Charleston was. So it was a bad play overall. I love T.I. as an artist, But I'm gonna keep it a buck about the movement between us growing up and him trying to defend the bullshit. Because if we cancel that guy out, hip hop ain't growing up without some of the stuff that Charleston is making us talk about.
Yeah, and that's absolutely true. And they don't like the fact that, even though ain't nobody perfect in this scenario, you know,
Right.
it's and people would like to challenge some of us on the platform and come at us because our association and make us try to speak for somebody. And the thing is the fact of the matter is nobody here agrees with every single thing that Charleston does or the way that he does.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we know how to chew the meat and spit out the bones. These rap cats, what's happening, what has them so bothered is the fact that Charleston White holds a mirror up to them.
Exactly.
So what he does is he speaks on these guys. They done got older. They got families. They trying to get out the streets. They understand that life ain't the life you need to live. I need to be here for my kids. But they understand that they benefited from it as well. So they don't want to just say this is some BS. Just something personal. I tell you this thing with me and my mama. My mama used to do this thing with me where she'll say, I know you've seen this. And it'll be things where like being a single mother and stuff like that, where it's like, I'm not going to justify being a single mother. And I know how hard this shit is. And I'm gonna take offense if somebody talk about being a single mother. I don't want my kid to go through this shit. Right. I'm not finna be telling you, well, I did it and I survived it and I made it. Right. It's okay for you to experience this. Exactly. Too. And that's the same thing with hip hop. It's like everybody is like, you know, this was some bullshit that you were seeing. You don't want to take accountability for it. You already done got your money. And I know you might feel like you trading because you say, hey, you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have never been pushing this. But at that time, those guys were actually in that life. So they didn't even know no better. So if they realize that we're not going to judge you because you're not that person that you were when you first came out, because you didn't have no fucking father figure. You was in the trap. You didn't know.
I think it would rap about. Right. And I think it would resonate more if they were really giants in the hood for real, like property owners in the hood, real investors in the hood. If N.O.R.E. was really on some tangible OG shit, then perhaps the messages or what are they trying to get out would resonate even more. But y'all don't live over there no more.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? These cats, they not connected. They're not connected to the community like that.
I will say,
I got the trap museum.
I know he got a trap museum. And I'm not saying they don't do anything for the hood. Doing for the hood.
I know that's
part of it is two different things.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It ain't nothing.
Even the organized crime ain't organized. The mafia built Italian communities.
Yeah, I just because T.I., since we're, I just will say, being in Atlanta or whatever, for years he still has a construction company. It's not active or whatever. So he definitely made the move that you're talking about, Bob. I mean, it was just a lot of money lost and he had to get out of the game. But he definitely tried to bob the hood for for a number of years. I think Slim Slugger's doing well with his out of Texas, from what I can tell.
Well, man, I rode with Jay Prince and through Fifth Ward, and he showed me the properties and things that he had buying up the community. But then, if you don't have the education component in the community that's creating workers, right? You can buy all the properties you want to if you ain't got nobody to fill them. Then what's the point? And I think that's also what T.I. ran into.
Was there. Not so much. I'm just I
feel you on that.
He ended up stopping it because it wasn't financially savvy.
Right. But we don't do the shit that is financially savvy. We don't own the nail shops. We don't rent out the houses. It's a lot of shit in the hood that's already financially savvy, but we just don't get in the game.
Atlanta, we do that in Atlanta now. We do it. Okay. Yeah, we just
that's the black Mecca.
That's the exception.
It's different for us in Atlanta.
That's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's the exception. I'm not putting it out there like that's why I always say we need to move near each other anyway, so we can do more of it. We need to have about 3-4 Atlantas if everybody just moved to
Nah,
Dallas.
we don't need 3-4 motherfucking Atlantas, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
we-
kind of weird, nigga. Now.
Yeah,
And I'm
we-
glad that y'all invested in the community.
Niggas say, nah.
We don't need. Atlanta got problems too now. Don't go with that shit. No,
Hey,
now.
hey,
Oh,
no,
look
we
now.
need
We
all
don't
us to
need 3-4
spread out.
Atlanta.
We need the ownership mentality of Atlanta.
That's what we need.
Yeah, what I'm saying, no, we need to live in each other. We need to move back instead of how we migrated out of the South. And,
Yeah, you right.
and we 20% here and 30% there.
10% here.
You know, even in the Midwest, Flint and Chicago, if they come together, they can have a majority black city up in the Midwest. But because they're separated, they're 30% and 38%. So they can never get control of their
You're
own
doing a whole
area.
lot of geography for me. I done had too much Tito's.
Right. They going up and down. All that shit. Hey,
What
but
you gonna say,
If
Heezy?
groups will migrate together, they can have control of cities. Like
With the right mentality.
Hey, but as far as Charleston,
even without the mentality, I'll take the numbers and then fix the mentality. Without the numbers, we got even with the right mentality.
Well, I'm just talking about control ain't gonna come
But
without
y'all
we'll do that on your show.
Yeah, that's real.
Trying to say.
But no, check it out. I was just about to say about Charleston exposing all these niggas. It's funny how a lot of these rappers are just kind of naturally getting exposed themselves anyway. Like the whole Zero situation. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't even look at Zero the same now after that whole situation going on.
Why y'all
on the
mad
news.
at Zero, man?
I'm just saying, going on the news after that. But no,
And
look
then
at
he done
T.I.
caught a charge.
Yeah,
With
but
the
not
police?
yeah. He just got a charge. But then now look at T.I. He's exposing himself in a certain way. Not the Charles fucking with him. So a lot of these niggas just kind of exposing themselves lately. You know what I'm saying? Just naturally, like the whole hip hop industry itself. You know what I'm saying?
But people actually do that. I'm gonna tell you something. Water always reaches its level, however you say it. And one thing that I've learned in life, I learned to quit trying to correct grown people, because what ends up happening, your tribe, who's supposed to be with you, the people that's supposed to rock with you, whoever is part of your tribe,
they can be all in.
It's gonna come together naturally. You ain't gotta force it. You ain't gotta fight. You ain't gotta fight against it, or whatever the case may be. You ain't gotta do a whole lot to manipulate the situation or anything like that. It's gonna naturally happen. So what's happening is you're able to see we have a measuring stick. Charleston White has pretty much gave us a measuring stick. So we have a measuring stick, so we know certain things to look for and what to see. And so what's happening is when Charleston White come out here and he do whatever he does, when you see it play out, because Charleston White, only thing is, I do not like gangster rappers. That's his thing. I don't like gangster rappers.
You don't have to.
And so what it is they come against that measuring stick and they come up short every single time. They play themselves.
And here's a little piece of clarity from something that Heezy said earlier. And Heezy mentioned, he was like, Charleston White is saying this, and you all been saying this stuff for years. Know the difference. And Charleston always points this out. And this is part of how he challenges and why he goes so far off the left field when he says the things he says. He goes, y'all can't harm me for what I say. But when he actually talks about a certain rapper, he'll be pulling out some things that they've actually done. So he's like, here's people who have harmed people, and y'all are tripping off of me for what I say. So he's telling you his whole play. His whole play is, I'm finna say the craziest stuff to show how y'all gonna react to what I say. But y'all don't have no issues with, he'll call different rappers who got little histories with rape and killing
what
people.
They actually do.
And so so people just falling for this man saying, I'm playing this up and saying the craziest thing ever to show y'all are so low level, y'all gonna come after me for what I say, and I will put you in jail if you try to harm me for what I say. Because as he said he says it all the time, men, I'm not harming you because of what I say. Men have conversations and negotiate. Boys fight over what's said. And he's just challenging the culture to grow up. And we literally, again, so like you falling for what he's saying, and he's just being a character.
And then Hannibal Bay say y'all are pandering towards his foolishness. Like Hannibal, this is what and you know how much I be willing to give you, not a whole lot. I know your mental capacity is very limited. but I'm gonna give you enough that I feel like you can digest. So you said y'all are pandering to his foolishness. Charleston White platform is bigger than ours. So how can we pander to him? We can't influence Charleston White. So pandering is trying to influence a group of people and for them to gravitate towards you. We are not pandering towards Charleston White. If you feel like what he does is foolish, the same amount of text that you have used to say that on here, he go live all the time. Go on the real Charleston White on YouTube. You can have that conversation with Charleston White, but as far as us pandering towards him, is it pandering when we talk about any other personality in social media or rappers or whatever? This is the hip hop school, past and present. So we're gonna discuss the things that's in the media, whether we agree or we disagree.
I see.
I hope that was enough that you can, digest. You know what I'm saying? I hope it don't leave your system like corn and come out whole, but hopefully you can digest it. But thank you.
Yeah, man. I don't know about all the pandering to foolishness and all that, man. The shit is out there.
That was itself was foolish, to be honest.
It's out there.
I mean,
the blow up on everything, the blow up on anything that anybody says is the response. If you could trigger a response, that's what blows the comment and blows the conversation up. All T.I. had to do was not respond.
Say nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's
like
it.
Boosie did. Because
even
Charleston was like, oh, Boosie didn't take the bait. And I even said on my own show, when I had my show, I said, y'all want to defeat Charleston? Shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the formula. That was the formula to beat Dr. King.
Charleston, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because if anytime you open your mouth, I don't care what you say, you're not winning.
Right.
And he tells you the formula. Like his form, he been telling the formula from the beginning, at least from when I started watching him. Like the T.I. situation. So what happens is some people going, oh, if you've been thinking, again, it's not even about being on this man's side. It's the fact that the man is telling you exactly what he's doing. I don't have to be for him. I'm just talking about what the man says. So when the man said, when this happens and T.I. son jumps off the cliff and goes at him or whatever, he finna go all over the top. Because what does he want to happen? He wants T.I. to get involved to blow up his own platform. But he told you that's what he's doing.
Exactly.
He told you.
Hannah was talking about if you
say something crazy about this little man.
Everything someone does, what is that? Nobody agrees with everything that he does. It's the fact that
been said several times that
we've already said that.
Hey, man, hold on, man. Y'all know that nigga a little slow, man.
Yeah, and that's
why y'all keep even addressing this nigga.
Right.
I'm not addressing. I'm just
I'm fake. You're right. I'm wrong. Because I ain't had no business.
Yeah, I'm just trying to distinguish.
You just did what T.I. did.
I'm acting like T.I.
That nigga Hannah was just Charleston us.
Yeah.
Right.
We
just say talk about this nigga for 10 minutes.
That nigga Hannah was sharp, man. Y'all got it fucked up. He got us.
So let me just say one thing for clarity. If the man says this is his game, that's not me saying I agree or disagree with him. Y'all are just pointing out this was the man saying this is his game. Pointing it out is not agreeing or disagreeing.
I agree with 96% of the shit the niggas say now. And what?
Now, and what people don't understand, and what, they can't whoop you. Let me put it, they can't whoop you.
Yeah.
But
I'm just pointing out that the man said this is what he's doing, and people are fall for it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all this is some tea. Y'all know how I get down. I go to war with the best of them. And I did not know that the Charleston White was a guy, like back in the day, it was like 3-4 years ago or something like that. And before he blew up, there were posts that were made. We was Facebook friends and all of that. He had made a post similar to what he's saying now. Granted, I'm just seeing somebody just post this wild stuff on Facebook. You're not anybody for real. And I don't see you going live to kind of explain this. I just see what you put in text, and that could get lost in translation. Charleston might not remember this, and I'm sure he doesn't, because I done sat in on his platform before, because it ain't none with me. But me and Charleston done had words. Me and Charleston done went back and forth with each other on social media before.
2 days straight. I remember.
I'm talking about it was crazy. Like I went out, I reshared it because y'all know how I get. I'm finna tag you and everything. So I did the classic Deasia. I'm finna tag you and I'm finna put it all out there. And then I had it was something happening where somebody was talking about me for being, you know, a big girl or whatever. So I had on like a black bra and a black panty or whatever. And I had took a picture and I was like a big fat chick, don't give a fuck about a nigga or something like that, right? And I posted my picture. Here come Charleston White, lemon head ass. He come under the thing talking about disgusting. So now my soldiers done, you know what I'm saying? We rolled his ass like it was a thing. But it's like I didn't even know this was the same dude until something popped up in my memories, and Premium could tell you this. I was like, damn, that was Charleston.
Because he was under another name, he was under Nat Turner.
He was under another name.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's crazy because it's the same shit that he put on the text that made me get at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know this man from a Pepsi can. So what ends up happening is when I hear him put it out there, it's like people be trying to say, oh, y'all want to agree with everything this man said. I done had my choice of words. If I disagree with anybody, if anybody know, I don't. If I disagree with you, I don't give a fuck about your authority, who you are. I have no respect for person, and all of us are strong-minded people. It's never a thing where it's just going off of anything. It's the fact that we're wise enough to understand the message.
People used to say that about me and Baba. They say I just cater to him, and I done cooked him a few times on some posts. So they can't say that.
Me and Baba done disagree. It's nothing.
Yeah. It's nothing. It's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm of the opinion, and 99% of the people are that Preem has never cooked me on a post. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay that he thinks so. I like how it makes him feel about himself. So it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like him better when he think he won. I like him better as a person. So it's okay.
I learned when Supreme gets to the point where he feeling himself, he don't be knowing it, but I just turn off the post notifications because what you not gonna do is wind up on my page getting a picture turning me into a meme. That's what you're not gonna do. That's what Preem do. Preem will do some shit like that. He'll turn you into a meme.
Yeah, I was arguing with some dude today, and Preem just went and brought a picture back. I'm like, God damn, bro, you just go right for the juggler. Like he don't even wait. He didn't even address the dude.
He hadn't laid down for his nap yet, and y'all got him fucked up. So he's like, before I lay me down to sleep, I'm gonna hit y'all with this, and when I wake up, I'm gonna see what it done did.
Yeah, man. I blocked the dude to protect him. I'm like, oh man, I don't want you destroyed.
I just leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't agree with you. I don't want you destroyed today. I blocked him and unfriended the dude for his own protection.
Hey, it was some super revolutionary nigga. He was like, Baba put a post up about, you know, in order for a successful revolution, you got to educate the people. You can't win no revolution with no education. And on his profile thing, his description is white devil killers. So I took a screenshot of that shit and circled. I was like, nigga, quit lying. You ain't kill no motherfucking white person.
Look, here come Hannibal with the eye shit. I call a spade, and calling me slow means you don't know. You an idiot. Get off here with it. Kyrie said, I stay off his shit. Me, girl. See, Kyrie don't mess around with Supreme Page because he'll get you put one thing about it. You say the wrong thing over there, you're going to Facebook jail.
Hey, hot, baby.
Hey, so hot. You just say LOL.
One of my favorite shows. His page is one of my favorite shows on the internet for years.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't comment on most stuff, but I read all of it.
Why you don't comment, brother?
Huh? Oh no, man. I get in there. Y'all might start acting different. I just sit back, let everybody cuss and do everything, so I can just see the full messy. I love it. I just be watching, man. It's better to watch.
Be like, you know how Baba, he can probably get in there. They probably be like,
people don't get deep.
What I say, and
people don't get deep and stuff. Talking about, well, you know, the ancient Cushites twerked. I ain't trying to come in with all that shit. Y'all just keep talking about the regular gutter shit. and let me just get my taste of Gunny in for the day before I go back in the temple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't come over there.
Evelyn Powell say, I learned Supreme has the best show on
That's what I'm
Facebook. He
saying.
does. Yes, God.
Hey,
So,
that nigga got that nigga got the Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? He like the Charleston White of Facebook because
He was
everybody be on there
Charleston.
talking shit, and then if you say the wrong shit, your ass going to Facebook jail. That motherfucker.
yeah, you say, or you going to war with
his
somebody.
page,
Because
his
you know
page.
me, I'm supposed to be quote unquote Supreme's lap dog. Somebody like the craziest thing with me and Supreme, which is so crazy, I don't even be doing none. But if Supreme got to take the fall, DH got to go down.
You agree with 110% of what he say though, DH?
Oh, big cap.
You ain't say 110%.
Oh, you cap.
Hey,
and that's the
I'll
thing.
say
People don't be
120.
seeing
I ain't
that.
gonna lie. Sometimes I think y'all just disagree just to say y'all disagree sometimes because y'all don't hardly disagree. I think that should be political.
99.98%.
Yeah.
Man, I done bragged all days and so many times on posts. Y'all tripping.
I'm just doing it for the people.
It's funny how people got selected.
I know y'all don't, but I just like doing that.
That's cute. That's the reason why y'all talking or whatever. We finna
I'll be dogging he's in the hip hop group. I say I don't lap dance with nobody. Lap dog, whatever y'all say.
No, but the thing is, like Easy the worst one, but y'all don't pay attention.
That's the nigga right there.
Them motherfuckers done learn. They done learn. I better not fuck with me because I'll bring out all that.
That nigga Easy. That nigga come back be sharp in the motherfucker.
And it be slick and it be quick and it be like, hold on. But you ain't got you ain't smart enough to come back. My dumb ass, I be over there like, okay, I'm just gonna hop on his side. It ain't gonna. Hey. You know, you can't beat him. You gotta.
Oh yeah, I like when he's to be on my side. I know I'm winning.
Hey, because I'm gonna tell you, boy, Tristan, when that nigga tried me, I swear that nigga never try me again. That nigga will never try me again. I'll bring out the motherfucking teeth.
Hey.
The bridge is over. Go post mouth ass.
When I turned that nigga to a Mexican, he don't focus about no food no more.
It was the porridge for me.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, I thought porridge was make believe. They say that's oatmeal. I was like, "This some thick ass oatmeal."
No, that's porridge.
Well, I be looking at the hip hop group like, damn, there's some different people in this world.
It be going down, though. It be going down.
It's some unique. I'm like, where he grow up at? Who is that? How did that happen? Like it should be unique. What that family reunion look like? I don't know, man.
So y'all stick around since y'all in here. Y'all might as well get into our school post with us. So
sure.
Y'all know how we do. You know,
you like my black K Swiss, didn't you?
Huh? You say I would?
I said he's like my black K Swiss.
Man, that shit was ridiculous. Unbelievable. That shit was ridiculous.
You love the black K Swiss.
You know what?
It
was ridiculous. The socks for me.
No, it was the pants. It was the pants. This nigga had on some polka dot pants.
I'm like, how you wind up with some socks too? I thought they had they weren't being distributed anymore. I'm like,
no, I was disturbed by the video. Actually,
I was too. This nigga had on some polka dot pants. Nigga gonna tag me the video.
No, Supreme he was
polka dot pants. Video, not the dancing to Kwame or something.
Man, that nigga was working out, sweating, squatting.
What? In polka dot pants with them baggy kind of workout pants.
He was like, I know you.
Anyway, let's go to the school post, man. Let's get it on.
Okay, because they finna cut up. So this week's school post was Cyrock is greater than Lauryn Hill.
Which I think
OG Tulu representing DC. He said that.
What y'all think? Bye, man. You go first. What you think about that?
Wow, man. Cyrock is cold.
It's not far-fetched.
Yeah, Cyrock is cold. If we just talking pure talent, you know, from what we've heard. Well, no, I'm sorry, y'all. If we talk of pure talent because of what I've heard of Lauryn Hill and about her behind the scenes from people who've worked with her, talent-wise, I'd have to give it to Lauryn Hill. Legacy-wise, she made one album and people still put her in their top 5. You know what I'm saying? As far as female rappers, you know what I'm saying? Not taking anything away from Cyrock. I don't think Cyrock would agree with that.
Well, I'm gonna have to chime in here, and I don't want this conversation to go too far, but I actually feel like the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, it had some rapping in it, but I actually feel like it was an R&B album.
Okay.
To me, that's not a rap album. To me, I
say.
clean up and I'm X Factor. I got over a nigga listen to that album, so I really don't feel like that's
it probably is more so.
album.
It
But I ain't
probably
gonna
is
say
more so.
Lauren not Cole, and to be honest, I haven't heard Ciroc more than like she used to be making them videos or whatever and doing her thing, and she's dope. She's a very beautiful
she's
woman
amazing.
and everything. I've never actually. I don't even know if she got an album. I've never actually listened to an album.
Yeah, she does. Sharecropper's daughter.
Put out
That's
her
a great one.
songs or whatever, the clips and all that kind of stuff. I would listen to that, but but I'm gonna have to go with, just from my lack of knowledge, I'm gonna have to go with Lauren, because I'm not gonna hold miseducation against her because she was doing her thing with the Fuji. So I gotta give her that.
I'm gonna go with Lauren, just for a simple fact. I don't listen to Ciroc. I don't listen to wholesome, respectable female MCs. I like them ratchet and naked. And like that. I don't want to listen to none of that other type shit.
You don't want to hear no Ciroc. You don't want to hear no Rhapsody.
You want his hoes Boosie naked.
Okay, all right.
You don't want to hear no Rhapsody, no
you don't want no insight.
I like Ciroc a lot. I got turned on to her when she on doing a Rhapsody concert, and so I bought a couple.
That sounds like a snooze fest.
Yeah. So I love skills. When you think about hip hop, when it comes to skills, when that was a thing that mattered, then,
right?
Yeah, she can out rap a whole lot of cats if you still care about skills and come from that era.
See, that's cap. Cause a Rhapsody got skills and Glorilla got skills. I ain't finna listen to damn Rhapsody song ever in my life.
But it's another million motherfuckers out there that will though.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm just saying, I'm not.
Like, I even like that song with Remy Ma had
just
recently dropped. That song was dope. Rhapsody dope, and she just a snooze fest though.
Yeah, she is.
She's a snooze fest. I'm not no cap. Like, she got the bar, she got the talent. It's just not entertaining.
Somebody had posted her freestyle from the what was that, the hip hop award? I mean the BET awards or some shit. I was like, oh man, this shit boring as hell. I mean, she on there spitting and flowing, but
she found herself.
Like, damn, this shit boring.
She be too busy trying to pay her mind. Like, be yourself. Like, girl, get a quick weed.
Yeah, I think Rhapsody kind of got caught with the BLM and where you want to be political, but you ain't political enough to be controversial. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna go to the other side either. So the ones that really want to hear some hardcore political hip hop ain't really gonna check with you. And then the ones that just want to have fun, be entertained, they ain't checking with you either. A lot of them just fall in between. You too scared to get too radical, but then you don't want to get too ratchet either. So you just fall.
Yeah, she got a great lane. She's doing well. She's doing well.
Even though J. Cole boring, he still gets with the shits when he needs to. And Rhapsody got lost in it. You could still be entertaining, or like you could curse a little bit. You could call a bitch and the whole like have fun with your music.
Yeah, she do. She do a little bit.
Lower your vibrations.
Yeah, lower your vibrations a little bit. Like, put you a hot dog on your plate. You know what I'm saying? A 2-all beef patty.
Lower your vibrations.
You know what I'm saying?
God,
like spread your ketchup all over your fries. Don't dip them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go down. Get
Rhapsody got one of the top 5.
Do the no hands challenge.
Yeah,
Rhapsody got one of her last album is one of the top 5 albums that come out in the last 5
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Major cat.
That man said
I brought that album over.
I haven't heard. I
forgot he was a major Rhapsody capper.
Yeah.
This nigga said album of the year. This nigga said album of the year at one point.
You will love her last album, the Queen album, with one where she got all the different names. Oprah.
Yeah,
you will love that album.
It's straight. I mean, it's straight, but it wasn't album of the year.
That Ciroc can't touch that.
Hey, but
are you serious?
As far as Ciroc and Lauren,
that's the best. That's one of the best albums.
Okay, so you put so Black Socrates, you got rap. Oh, you got we weren't even talking about Rhapsody.
Yeah,
what was our damn post?
It was
Ciroc.
It was Ciroc.
I was just standing up for how much I like
Ciroc. You got Ciroc or Lauren, because Rhapsody ain't paid us for this promotion. Ciroc or Lauren, which one you got?
Legacy wise, Lauren, I would assume Ojo Tula would stay.
Legacy.
He gonna come with
Yeah,
these
I'm
two
just making,
answers.
I'm just making an assumption because I don't know.
Double
I'll
talk.
be
So
shocked.
we just like just
Let me
a rapper,
let
like
me
as
just
a
finish.
rapper.
Let me say it. Let me talk.
Oh.
So
Come with this double
I'm
talk.
gonna say it the way I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna. It's no way for me to say it. No way different. So
We know.
I would be shocked that Ojo Tula was actually offering that as a thing overall. Lauryn Hill obviously has a legacy, so he might be putting it in the context of right now as we speak. Rock is still making music right now, getting down. Lauryn Hill doesn't make music, so if the context is now, Rock is greater. Legacy wise, she's not even mentionable. Rock's not mentionable.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
thing.
yeah, but
Same thing
that kind of doesn't answer the question because Lauren ain't been in announced since Dinosaur Bone. So
my answer is Lauren legacy wise. If he's
they just, I think from just thinking about like
what you say,
like, who's a better rapper.
Hey, I'm gonna say Lauren though, hands down. You know what I'm saying? It just, but I will say though, you know what I'm saying, as a fan of just music period, hip hop period. You know what I'm saying? I think I wish we would have got more from her. You know what I'm saying? But she kind of like Biggie, right? You know what I'm saying? They only got them just that small sample size, and they considered one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Child.
So, hey,
don't bring Biggie Thief into this.
Lord. I'm just saying.
We're gonna have a whole nother show.
When your skills is that good, you gotta be an all-time great. Lauren had Biggie, same thing. I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. I like when Heezy agree when me and Heezy be agreeing.
Man, but anyway, we're gonna get to the hip-hop trivia question because we're not gonna talk about Biggie at all with his two albums, and one was subpar and the other one was anticipated highly, and it didn't
subpar.
Man, get out of here. Let's be very clear.
Let's go with this trivia. Let's go with this trivia.
I was never really amazed by Biggie, man. I ain't gonna even lie.
We know.
I ain't saying he wasn't good. You damn right. Damn right.
That nigga, he's got a poster of him on his wall.
I used to.
I know.
I did. I used to back.
I
was like 15. I was like 15 at the time.
I be tripping out here, man, cause I be in little spots, man. They play old school Bad Boy. I'm like, God damn, man. If I was in Texas, I wouldn't even have to.
Y'all be doing the Harlem Shake.
No, I don't like Bad Boy overall too much. Yeah, see, I don't like all that shit.
I'm like, oh man, that ain't even how we get down where I'm from.
Y'all remember the eye thing? Like Hype Williams used in the videos. They was like everybody looked like they was at the doorbell and they was dancing in
the bubble line.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yep.
Missy used to do that shit too.
Yeah.
But they was doing Hype Williams. So Hype Williams was the video guy.
Right. For a minute,
so
he had the game on live.
This week, okay, since y'all know so much, I know y'all probably know the answer to this, but I want y'all to try, because we don't know the answer either. So we ain't gonna know if you're lying.
I know the answer.
You do.
This was the easiest trivia question of all time.
Child, no, I'm saying not the group, but the bonus question was
the bonus
able to answer the members.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, see, you still know the answer. You still got your hand up or no? Okay,
you know the answer, Nick.
That's what I thought. This week hip hop trivia question is brought to you by our sponsor, Supreme's Pull Up. Art by Chunk G, the Uhuru Academy, Lit and Leisure Travel, and the Deaths of the Asia. What group was Busta Rhymes a part of before Flip Mode Squad? Again, what group was Busta Rhymes a part of before Flip Mode Squad?
Okay, yeah, that first part of the question is easy.
Yeah, are we supposed to answer?
Okay, Black Socrates, you know the answer?
Yeah.
Everybody know the answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, duh.
Let me see. Before y'all answer, let me see. We got some people in the comments.
It was somebody in the comments.
It was in the very
way
beginning.
Back. Yeah, somebody said it in the comments way back.
Okay, so we all know the answer.
No, there it goes. Somebody else.
Like on Unison, what's the answer? 1, 2, 3.
Leaders of
the new school.
Busta Rhymes, Milo, and Dingo D.
Oh,
Supreme. I didn't know that.
Busta Rhymes, who?
Go ahead, boy.
Milo and Dingo D.
You said Milo.
I didn't know that.
Milo. I thought one of them
was Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
and Charlie Brown.
See. Oh man, see this nigga was slipping.
Yeah, it was 4. It was 4. I knew 3 of them.
I thought it was 3 of them. I thought it was just 3.
Y'all added the other person.
Milo's the producer.
Okay.
This nigga just went Google. This nigga just went Google.
Dingo D and Charlie Brown and Busta Rhymes and Milo was a producer.
He on lawns.com.
Props to Spring.
And who
Real
else?
hip hop head, Spring.
Man, he know that shit.
Charlie Brown.
Newschool.com right now.
Charlie Brown.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It wasn't for him. I think it was
How
on
they
3 of them.
How they gonna
MySpace
add one
page.
name talking about you slipping? They didn't add that one name talking about you slipping.
All
How
right.
they go? Instead of giving you props for getting the other three
Yeah,
names.
here you go, man.
That's how
Here you
people
go.
But it just it sounded familiar. You know how you sometimes shit just rings.
See, there you go. Hannibal got the motherfucking answer. Charlie Brown, Dinko, and Busta Rhymes. There was only 3 of them. I don't know where he coming with this.
As far as MCs.
Yeah,
They like
I'm down with the unsung heroes, brother.
You know, he in Puerto Rico. He needs to go
Damn,
out
Wikipedia.
Yeah, this nigga done Google the wrong
I bet
information.
the rest of y'all didn't know who the producer was.
He said Willie D. That's the Ghetto Boys. What the hell? Somebody said Willie D.
No, I ain't hear
I think they,
somebody said the Furious 5.
the Furious
No,
5.
Charlie,
That's
you
Solo
go
the
to
Pro.
sleep too. What the fuck?
maybe he talking about they broke up.
It might be a breakup or something.
Anyway, but listen, y'all tuning in tonight.
Furious 5 broke up. Did anybody know about that shit?
Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, and if you have not, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
For sure.
We definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. We about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
The Hip Hop School. Past and Present Podcast.